In the grand theater of the mid-Cretaceous period, roughly 95 million years ago, the world was a land of giants. Towering tyrannosauroids were beginning their ascent, and vast herds of hadrosaurs roamed the plains.
In this world of giants, survival often means being the largest, strongest, or most heavily armed person.
But evolution is the master of innovation, and for a small, humble dinosaur, costly.
The key to survival wasn't found in confrontation, but in concealment.
An adult was a modest creature, measuring around 2 meters, or just under 7 feet long.
It was a lightweight in a heavyweight world.
Its general body plan was that of a small, bipedal ornithopod, built for agility and speed.
But it was the subtle, yet powerful, modifications to this standard blueprint that revealed its extraordinary secret.
When paleontologists first analyzed its remains, they noticed a series of anatomical clues that didn't quite fit the profile.
The story began with its head. The snout was uniquely shaped, broader and more robust than its relatives. This formed a spade-like structure, reinforced by fused premaxillar bones. It was not the delicate face of a creature that only browsed on soft plants. Moving down the skeleton, the evidence became even more compelling.
The shoulder girdle, including the scapula and coracoid, was exceptionally robust.
These bones served as anchor points for powerful muscles, far more developed than expected.
The humerus featured a prominent ridge known as the deltopectoral crest.
The animal's hips and hind limbs were also adapted for a subterranean lifestyle.
A strong pelvic girdle was essential to brace the body during the strenuous act of digging.
Life on the plains of ancient Montana was a relentless cycle of eat or be eaten.
This powerful
was a
display of
dinosaur
function
built to
resolves the analysis of its unique anatomy. For Oryctodromeus, its anatomy unlocked a new dimension of the Cretaceous world, the subsurface.
Life on the plains of ancient Montana was a relentless cycle of eat or be eaten.
The air carries the sense of predators, and the ground shook, and the ground shakes with the footsteps of giants.
The construction of its den was a masterpiece of instinctual engineering.
Using snout like a shovel to dig the ground, and using strong front legs to dig.
It would carve a tunnel deep into the earth.
The main tunnel descended at a gentle angle for over 2 meters. This would have concealed the main living chamber from any predator attempting to dig its way in. At the end of this tunnel lay the heart of the burrow, the nest chamber. It was here that the most revolutionary aspect of the Oryctodromeus story unfolded.
In 2007, paleontologists unearthed the burrow that had collapsed, preserving its inhabitants.
Inside, they found the remains of an adult Oryctodromeus alongside 2 juvenile individuals.
This was not a random assortment of bones. This was a family. This find provided the first unequivocal evidence of a non-avian dinosaur actively occupying a burrow.
The nest chamber was a prehistoric nursery where the young were sheltered, fed, and protected.
The adult would have been the lifeline to the outside world, making calculated forays for food. Every rustle in the undergrowth, every shadow passing overhead would have sent it scurrying back to its den.
Inside the den, the environment was stable and controlled, offering insulation from temperature extremes.
This demonstrates a level of behavioral complexity and social sophistication previously unknown.
It points to extended parental care, where adults invest significant time and energy raising their young.
It was a life of caution, ingenuity, and deep family ties. A quiet but profound success story, written not in tooth and claw, but in the soil of the Cretaceous Earth.
For decades, our picture of the dinosaur world was assembled from scattered bones and isolated footprints. The idea of a dinosaur digging and living underground was relegated to pure speculation. It would deliver a complete story, preserved in stone. A home, its inhabitants, and the behavior that defined them.
The evidence was unambiguous. Paleontologists found the bones of an adult and 2 juvenile Oryctodromeus.
They were found encased within a distinct, sinuous structure of sandstone. This was the fossilized cast of the burrow itself. This was a paleontological Rosetta Stone, a scene frozen in time.
It allowed scientists to directly link a specific anatomy to a specific complex behavior.
But the truth, as always, is
This
far
single
more complex
discovery
and fundamentally rewrote the chapter on dinosaur ecology.
It shattered the myth that dinosaurs were exclusively surface dwellers.
It proved some dinosaurs developed sophisticated strategies to protect and raise their young.
The legacy of Oryctodromeus is not one of size or power, but of subtlety and intelligence.
The age of dinosaurs was an era of incredible diversity, with evolution finds countless solutions to survive.
Oryctodromeus proves some of the most successful stories were whispered from the safety of a world built underground.
A testament to the simple, powerful, and timeless instinct to protect one's family.